Firstly, I really enjoyed being at the funeral and later the wake. Mainly seeing everyone again, especially Bray, who I have not seen for some time. And I loved the slideshow that Wally put together. Most photos were of a time when your mother and I were at our prime. The photo where she sits between Uppa and Uma was done at my 21st whopping birthday party, but there was only the four of us present. It has always been one of my favorite photos. I could not help but snicker to myself, knowing that your mother would have been there looking at those photos as they were being played, because we all go to our own funerals. It would have had an impact on her. Even before the actual funeral, I knew she was present, because Wolfgang's dogs would go berserk when there was a stranger within the house. Even Wolfgang and Renee were getting suspicious and mentioned that something odd was going on because of the way the dogs behaved, and they said that they never liked your mother. I just stayed quiet. After the funeral, I noticed a presence around me, but it was very weak, which could only have been your mother, and which is understandable. She went through a lot of pain over the last few years, and she needs time to re-heal and reinvent herself. Day after day, the presence became stronger. Then I got a vision of two small red hearts. Two hearts which I had long forgotten. Over 50 years, these two hearts never came into my mind. When we first fell in love, we gave each other a token of love. Each was a little red heart, with German written on them, Ich liebe dich, which means I love you, and we both had a red heart on our wrists. This was our first token of love. Days later, while I was lying on the sofa and trying to get some sleep, something touched my face. When spirit touches you, it feels like a feather duster gently stroking up and down your face. And I couldn't recognize anyone from the side of spirit coming then to caress my face. Now, when I first saw Cecilia, she was translucent, and she was standing in front of the television set watching a documentary, a boring documentary that I was watching, and she had her back to me. Then she started to walk away from it, but before she did, she turned and glanced at me and then froze on the spot. She was a bit stunned because I was aware of her presence. Then she slowly started coming towards me, and I could see what she was thinking. And she was thinking, now, is he going to freak out and jump out the window in fear? But I knew what she was trying to do. She was coming over to embrace me. But then a noise broke that spiritual vision when she was only inches away from me. And when I encountered her again, a day or so before your mother passed away, she came over and completed that embrace, but this time it was spirit to spirit, and that embrace was out of this world. Never felt anything like it. When your mother was fighting to get out of bed and to make the nanny monster a cup of tea, that was no hallucination, because she was there, waiting for her. You say your mother was looking younger, with the flashes of her in your mind. She will eventually return to the state of when she was best, in the prime of her life, and that time was when she was with me. Now when I read your message about Brandon's oncoming daughter, I had a strong impression that this was going to be the incarnation of Cecilia. But I wasn't about to commit myself in making such a statement. But now that the thought has also crossed your mind, it is very possible. This is the mystery of spirit. As much as Cecilia kept an eye on me from spirit, I in turn will look over her when I eventually return to spirit. I tried to bring up Cecilia with your mother a few times, but she didn't want to know about it. But this is only because of her religious belief. But she now knows that I was right, you were right, and reality has hit hard. You may not feel your mother for now, but she'll be hanging around.